Now that the assembly is done, we're going to go ahead and do an explosion. So in the last video, I didn't say to go ahead and save it, but make sure you save it. Make sure it's saved in the same folder as the parts, and make sure it's named what you want it to be named. So I'm going to just go up to here on my quick access toolbar. An explosion is done out of an IPN, which is an Inventor presentation file. So I'm going to click here and say I want a new presentation. Again, the interface looks pretty much the same. Our ribbon does look different. We do have different tools that we will be using. Our first thing that we have to do is create the view. So I'm going to find my puzzle cube file. So I need to go to my Z drive. I'm going to go to the folder that I'm working out of, alright, and find the assembly that I just created. There's nothing else in here that I need to mess with. I'm just going to go ahead and say OK. So what the explosion does is it shows us these individual parts broken away from each other. So what I have to do is I have to, again, start pulling those parts apart from each other. So tweak component is the tool that I'm going to use. And for example here, if I look at my red part cannot move to the left in its current state because it would hit the green part, it would hit the gray part. It cannot move up, same reason. It would hit the green part, it would hit the gray part. It can't move backwards because it would hit those parts back there. Its only path that it can move is either off to the right side or forward. So when I look at that and I just start my tweak command, I'm going to simply click on the face that I want that part to move. So if I want that red part to come forward, I've clicked on the red part and then I'm going to type in a distance that I want it to move. I tend to use 3 inches and then work off of that. What we're looking for is the part to be by itself, not blocking the view of any other part, which my red part is currently good. So I'm going to hit enter again, and that tweak is applied. Alright, if I look at my yellow part, probably a good choice for my yellow part is to go straight down. Again, I'll start with 3 inches. I will say that I tend to go back to my home view and make sure that from my ISO top front right, that's the view that the part needs to look good at. So my yellow part looks good. Okay. Maybe my blue part I will bring off the back. Try 3 inches. Go back to my home view. Looks good. Gray part I'll pull straight up. We'll try 3 inches. Looks good. That would be my explosion. I can go to my browser and open this up and look at the individual tweaks that I've placed on those parts. So for example here, if, I don't know, the red part for whatever reason I needed to tweak further, I can come to my browser, and it's typing in down here, but maybe I need it to be 3.5, and it'll change that distance. So you don't need to add another tweak. You can simply go into your browser, make the change. I don't know why it's not. Here it is. Okay, and that's your explosion. Just going to hit save, name the file explosion. I'm just making sure it's not saving over somebody else's, which it would have been. So just again, make sure you're saving in the right location. So that's how you do your explosion.